The finish line blurred in my vision as thunder cracked overhead, but it wasn't the storm that stopped my heart. It was the hand that grabbed mine, pulling me from the mud-slicked track just as lightning split the sky. Ethan, the guy who'd taunted me into this ridiculous race all week, was suddenly my anchor, his breath ragged against my ear as rain pelted us like accusations. In that moment, with the crowd scattering and our worlds colliding, I realized the real race wasn't on the field. It was for the truth we'd both been running from. I never thought a stupid bet in the locker room would lead to this. It started 3 weeks ago at Lincoln High in suburban Seattle, where the air always smells like pine and regret. I'm Alex Rivera, 17, the quiet kid on the cross-country team who sketches in the margins of his notebooks instead of chasing popularity. My drawings are full of hidden worlds. Guys like me, tangled in feelings they can't name, surrounded by friends who laugh too loud to notice the cracks. Outwardly, I'm the straight-A junior with the messy black hair and the thrift store hoodies, but inside, I'm a storm of questions about why my heart skips when the wrong person smiles my way. Ethan Hayes crashed into my life like a rogue wave. He's the golden boy, track star, class president material, with that effortless charm that makes teachers beam and girls whisper. Tall, broad-shouldered, with hazel eyes that shift like traffic lights, green when he's joking, amber when he's plotting. Everyone knows him as the guy who organizes pep rallies and volunteers at the animal shelter, but I saw the flicker, the way he'd linger in the showers after practice, towel slung low, stealing glances that weren't for the mirrors. Or maybe that was just my imagination, starved for signs. It was a Tuesday, gray skies threatening but holding back, when he cornered me by the vending machines. "Rivera," he said, popping a quarter into the slot for a Mountain Dew. "You run like you're scared of your own shadow. Bet you couldn't beat me in a straight sprint if your life depended on it." His grin was all teeth, but there was an edge, like he was testing waters he knew were deep. The guys around us hooted. Jake, his loudmouth sidekick, and a couple of sophomores who'd wandered over for the drama. I felt heat crawl up my neck, not from embarrassment, but from the way his eyes locked on mine, daring me to push back. "Why?" "Afraid I'll lap you." I shot back, surprising myself. Laughter rippled, and Ethan's grin widened, but something shifted in his gaze. Respect? Or was it the spark of something forbidden? We shook on it. A 1-mile loop around the school grounds after school Friday. Winner picks the loser's humiliation. Mine would be dyeing my hair pink for a week. His, serenading the cafeteria with Baby Shark. Childish, sure, but it felt like more, like a door cracking open in a house I'd boarded up. Word spread like wildfire through the halls. By Thursday, there were posters, hand-drawn by some art club kid, probably bribed with candy, plastered on lockers. Hayes versus Rivera, Clash of the Titans. Teachers rolled their eyes, but let it slide. Principal Vargas even announced it over the intercom, turning our prank into school lore. My best friend, Mia, cornered me in the library during study hall. She's the fire to my flicker. Short-cropped purple hair, piercings in places that make counselors nervous, and a laugh that echoes like she's daring the world to join in. Out and proud since freshman year, she's my North Star, the one who dragged me to my first Pride sticker haul at the mall. "Alex, this is peak idiot energy," she said, sliding into the chair across from me, her combat boots thudding against the table leg. "Ethan Hayes? The dude who ghosted half the cheer squad? What's his angle?" Her eyes narrowed, protective as always. Mia knows my secrets, the late-night texts I delete, the crushes I bury under layers of just friends. She's the only one who gets it, who held my hand at 14 when I whispered, "What if I'm broken?" "He's just messing around," I muttered, doodling a track in my notebook, runners blurred into shadows. But my pencil trembled. Truth was, Ethan's taunts had been building for months. A brush in the hall, a comment on my form during practice that lingered too long. Besides, I need the win. Pink hair would kill me. She snorted, but worry creased her brow. "Just watch your back. Guys like him play for keeps, but not always fair." Her words hung, heavy with the ghosts of her own heartbreaks, exes who'd bailed when labels got real. I nodded, but inside, a thrill twisted with fear. What if this race was my chance to see him clearly, without the crowd's filter? Friday dawned crisp, The kind of Pacific Northwest fall day where leaves crunch like promises underfoot. The field was packed by 3:30, students spilling from bleachers onto the grass, phones out like modern-day paparazzi. Jake emceed from a makeshift podium, an overturned milk crate, hyping the crowd with chants of haze. Haze, and to my surprise, a smattering of Riverette. Mia stood front row, waving a sign she'd sharpen in 10 minutes. Run like the wind, Alex. Or at least don't trip. Beside her was Tyler, her on-again off-again flame, a non-binary artist with blue-streaked hair and a sketch pad always in hand. They'd met at a queer youth group downtown, bonding over zines and bad coffee. Tyler gave me a thumbs up, their quiet solidarity a balm against the roar. Ethan arrived last, of course, jogging in with that loose-limbed grace, track shorts hugging his thighs, team jersey clinging just right. He high-fived Jake, then scanned the crowd until his eyes found me. Stretching by the starting line, he sauntered over, water bottle dangling from one hand. Nervous, Rivera? Last chance to forfeit. I tied my laces tighter, heart hammering not from the run but from proximity, the faint scent of his soap, cedar, and something sharper. Dream on, Hayes. You'll look adorable in a tutu if I win. The crowd ate it up, but up close, his laugh was softer, almost private, like we were sharing a secret. The whistle blew, courtesy of Coach Harlan, who looked thrilled to officiate team drama, and we were off. The first quarter mile was pavement, feet pounding in sync, breath sinking too in a rhythm that felt intimate, dangerous. I pulled ahead on the uphill, lungs burning, the cheers fading to a hum. Wind whipped my face, carrying whispers of rain on the horizon, but I ignored it, focused on the burn, on proving I wasn't the shadow he thought. By the half-mile mark, looping past the soccer fields, he caught up. Side by side, our strides matched, elbows brushing in a spark that jolted me. Not bad, he panted, voice low enough for only me. Knew you had fire. Was it flirtation? Or pity? I surged forward, refusing to analyze, the crowd a distant blur. That's when the sky cracked open. Not metaphorically, literally. 1 mile in, crossing the back lot near the old oak, thunder boomed like Judgment Day. Fat raindrops hit first, then a deluge, turning dirt to slurry underfoot. Screams erupted as kids bolted for cover, umbrellas blooming like frantic mushrooms. Lightning forked overhead, close enough to smell ozone, and I slipped, ankle twisting in a divot, body pitching toward the ground. I braced for impact, mud and humiliation, but it never came. Strong arms wrapped my waist, yanking me upright, Ethan's chest slamming against my back. Whoa, got you, he grunted, steadying us both as another bolt lit the chaos. Rain sheeted down, soaking us through, jerseys plastered like second skins. The race forgotten, the field emptying, but he didn't let go. His hand slid to mine, deliberate, fingers interlocking, and he tugged me toward the gym awning, the only shelter in sight. We stumbled under it, gasping, water pooling at our feet. The storm raged, wind howling through the eaves, but in that narrow space, the world shrank to us. Breaths mingling, eyes locked. You okay? He asked, voice rough, thumb brushing my knuckles before he could stop it. Yeah, I whispered, pulse thundering louder than the sky. Thanks to you. Silence stretched, charged, the kind where truths hover on lips. Why hadn't he run? Why hold on? Mia's warning echoed, but here, drenched and alive, it felt like the start of something real, or the edge of ruin. The gym doors burst open then, Coach bellowing for stragglers, shattering the bubble. Ethan released my hand like it burned, stepping back with a sheepish grin. Guess it's a tie? Storm winds. Kids piled in, shaking off rain. Jake already spinning yarns about the epic washout. Mia rushed over, towel in hand, eyes darting between us. You two look like drowned rats. Alex, your ankle? It's fine, I said, testing it, sore, but not sprained. Ethan hovered, awkward now in the fluorescent glare, the intimacy of the storm stripped away. Hey, good run, he muttered, then vanished into the throng, leaving me with the ghost of his touch. That night, as rain lashed my bedroom window, I replayed it on loop. The pull, the hold, accidental, or the first crack in his perfect facade. Mia texted, What was that vibe? Spill. I typed nothing but deleted it, staring at the blank screen. Because deep down, I knew the race was over, but the real pursuit had just begun. And in a school where whispers could build or break you, chasing Ethan Hayes might cost everything. Monday morning hit like a hangover. Damp streets steaming under weak sun, halls buzzing with weekend recaps twisted into legend. Did you see Hayes save Rivera? Total hero move. Someone gushed in homeroom, and I sank lower in my seat, cheeks flaming. By lunch, memes circulated, photoshopped pics of us as Titanic's Jack and Rose, me clinging to a gym door as the unsinkable track. Mia slid her tray next to mine in the cafeteria, smirking. You're viral, babe. Own it. Kill me now. I groaned, poking at mystery meatloaf. Tyler joined us, plopping down with a vegan wrap and that knowing half-smile. It's cute. Romantic, even. Stormy rescue? Classic rom-com trope. They waggled eyebrows, and Mia cackled, but I caught the undercurrent. Mia's protectiveness sharpening, Tyler's gentle probing for what I wouldn't say. Across the room, Ethan held court at the jock table, Jake reenacting the slip with exaggerated flails, drawing laughs. Our eyes met over the din, his hazel steady, a question in them, before Jake slapped his back, pulling him away. My stomach nodded. Was it shame? Regret? Or the same electric hum I couldn't shake? Practice that afternoon was mandatory makeup for the rained-out meet. Coach Harlan barking drills like we owed him our souls. I lagged on warm-ups, ankle throbbing faintly, but pushed through. Ethan jogged beside me uninvited, matching pace. How's the leg? Need ice or something? Fine, I said, shorter than intended. Sweat beaded despite the chill, his presence a distraction, muscles flexing under his tee, easy confidence that made me feel exposed. You don't have to babysit. He chuckled, low and warm. Not babysitting. Just checking. That slip looked bad. A pause, then quieter. Glad you're okay. We hit the trails then, weaving through evergreens where needles muffled our steps. The group strung out, leaving us in accidental tandem. Birds called overhead, a fragile peace settling. You didn't have to grab me like that. I ventured finally, voice even. Could have let me eat dirt. Saved your rep from the gay panic jokes. His stride faltered, just a hitch. What? No, dude, that's not. He trailed off, rubbing his neck, Adam's apple bobbing. Anyone would have. Besides, jokes are Jake's thing, not mine. But his ears pinked, and he quickened, leaving me with the sting of half-truths. Mia waited by the fence post-practice, arms crossed. Subtle, Alex. Real subtle. We walked home together, her dissecting every glance, every word. He's curious. Or scared. Either way, don't let him yank your chain. She's been my sounding board since middle school, when her family moved from Oakland, diverse chaos to white picket boredom, and we bonded over shared otherness. Her mom's a therapist, dad's a mechanic, mine are ghosts. Divorced when I was 6, mom in Portland with her new life, dad vanished into workaholic fog. Mia's house is my haven, dinners loud with stories, her little brother quizzing me on comics. That night, over pizza and bad TV, she pushed. Talk to me. What's the pull? Curled on the couch, fairy lights twinkling, I cracked. He's everything I'm not. Outgoing, untouchable. But that moment in the rain felt like he saw me. Really saw. Tears pricked, unbidden. What if it's nothing? What if I ruin it all? She hugged me fierce. Then you survive. Like always. But Alex, love's not a race you lose by starting. It's showing up, wind and all. Her words lingered as I biked home, streetlights haloing puddles like fallen stars. In bed, phone buzzed, unknown number. Hey, it's Ethan. Got your from team list. Ankle check-in. E. I stared, thumb hovering. Typed healing. THX for the save. Sent. Dots danced. Then, cool. Hey, about the bet. Rain check? My heart flipped. Sure. Your pick? Pizza at Gino's Friday? Loser pays. Casual. But the undercurrent thrummed. I replied deal, then tossed the phone, mind racing. Was this a date? A dodge? Or the bridge I'd been too scared to cross? Friday loomed. School a gauntlet of sidelong looks and whispers. Jake cornered me in the hall, all bro slap and grins. Yo, Rivera, you and Hayes, bromance of the year. He hasn't shut up about that run. I mumbled something non-committal, but inside, hope flickered. Tyler texted during chem. Saw the meme war. You're trending in the GSA chat. The Gay Straight Alliance. Queer kids and allies meeting in the art room. Safe space for flags and fears. I'd lurked once, Mia dragging me, but bolted when vulnerability hit too close. After school, I prepped like it was war. Fresh jeans, the cologne Mia swore wasn't trying too hard. Gino's was a hole in the wall on Main. Neon sign buzzing, booths scarred from decades of secrets. Ethan was already there, window seat, fiddling with a napkin. He looked up, smile easy. Rivera, you clean up nice. Hayes. I slid in, menu a shield. So what's the damage? Extra cheese or supreme humiliation? He laughed, signaling the waitress. Pepperoni. And nah, no damage. Just wanted to say sorry if the bet got weird. Didn't mean to put you on blast. His eyes dropped to the table, tracing salt shaker ridges. Vulnerability cracked his polish, and my chest tightened. It's cool. Made me faster, anyway. Pizzas came, steam rising like peace flags. We talked, easy at first. Favorite bands, his, classic rock, mine, indie folk, worst teachers, Mr. Greeley's pop quizzes, dreams beyond this bubble, him, sports journalism, me, graphic novels. Laughter flowed, barriers thinning, but undercurrents swirled. When I mentioned sketching, he leaned in. Show me sometime. Bet you're killer. Maybe. Heat rose, flirt or friend. Then, quieter. That storm. Why'd you stay? Everyone else bailed. He stilled, fork midway. Couldn't just leave you there. Felt responsible. A beat. Or something. The air thickened, unspoken words hanging. Outside, dusk painted the street lavender, couples strolling hand in hand. My pulse echoed the jukebox's slow croon. We walked out into cooling air, pizza boxes swinging. At my bike, he lingered. This was fun. No bets next time. His hand brushed my arm. Electric, intentional, before he backed away. Night, Alex. I pedaled home dazed, replaying touches, tones. Mia ambushed me at the door. Verdict? Grinning, I spilled, her whoops filling the kitchen. But as I crashed, doubt crept. What if his something was pity? Or worse, experimentation, gone by dawn? Saturday brought GSA's fall mixer at the community center, Mia's insistence dragging me. You need your people, she said, zipping my jacket. The room pulsed with rainbow banners, tables laden with cookies and zines. Tyler manned the art station, painting faces with glitter precision. Alex, warrior stripes. They swiped blue across my cheek, eyes kind. Heard about pizza. Spill the tea. Before I could, Ethan walked in. Not alone, flanked by Jake, who looked comically out of place amid the flags. What the? I whispered. Mia's jaw dropped. Ethan scanned, spotted me, waved awkwardly. Jake bolted for snacks, muttering about ally points, leaving Ethan adrift. He approached, hands shoved deep. Hey, Mia invited me. Said it was inclusive. His cheeks flushed, eyes darting to the pride flags like they might bite. Cool. I managed throat dry. Grab a pin. I nodded to the table, buttons proclaiming love wins and be you. He fumbled one, a simple rainbow heart, pinning it crooked to his collar. The night unfolded in fits. Icebreakers where we shared first crushes, mine, a boy in art class, his, someone unexpected, games that had us laughing in clusters. Jake bailed early, but Ethan stayed, orbiting closer. During a playlist break, we ended up on the balcony, city lights twinkling below. This is a lot, he admitted, voice soft. Good lot, though. Makes you think. Yeah. Wind tugged his hair, and I ached to fix it. Brave of you. Not really. He met my gaze, raw. Alex, that pizza. I meant it. About no bets. I like hanging with you. Like really. The admission hung, vulnerable, and my heart soared, then plummeted as footsteps echoed inside. A girl from the cheer squad, Lila, Ethan's ex, poked her head out, all smiles and perfume. Ethan? Didn't know you'd be here. Her hug lingered, eyes flicking to me with cool assessment. The moment shattered. He stepped back, easy charm snapping on. Hey, Lila. Yeah, supporting the cause. She chattered, pulling him inside for photos, leaving me chilled. Mia found me later, arm around shoulders. Classic. The beard brigade arrives. But her joke fell flat. Jealousy gnawed, not at her, but at the ease of his straight-passing life. By night's end, as we parted, Ethan's text lit my phone. Thanks for tonight. Meant a lot. I typed any time, but sleep evaded, mind churning. Progress? Or prelude to pain? The following week blurred into routine laced with tension, classes droning, practices grinding, but every hallway glance from Ethan felt like a live wire. We'd text sporadically, memes about Coach's mustache, links to playlists that bled into my late-night sketches. One night, he sent a voice note. Heard this song. Reminded me of that storm. You. It was an indie track, lyrics about shelter and chaos, and I played it on repeat, tracing his voice's cadence in charcoal. Mia noticed the glow. You're smitten, aren't you? We were at her place, sprawled on the floor amid takeout containers, Tyler dozing on the couch after a movie marathon. It's okay to admit it. But slow, Alex. He's got layers, some sharp. I know. I rolled a fortune cookie, cracking it. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Fitting, or mocking. Just. Feels real. Tyler stirred, eyes cracking open. Real scary. But worth it. Remember my first date with Mia? Thought I'd puke rainbows. They grinned, and Mia fake gagged. But the love between them. Easy, unapologetic, stung with envy. They'd navigated coming outs together, parents who baked ally cakes. My silence was a solo hike. Thursday brought drama. GSA meeting, theme, breaking stereotypes. Tyler facilitated, circle of chairs filled with familiar faces. Non-binary NBs trading pronouns. Trans kids sharing transition wins. A few straights like the theater nerd who baked for everyone. I sat quiet, doodling, until Mia nudged. Share, coward. Prompt was myths I've shattered. Hands raised, stories poured. A lesbian debunking phase labels, a bi guy on invisibility. My turn, Ethan's absence a relief and ache. I thought. Hiding made me safe, I said, voice steadying. But it just made me lonely. Like running a race alone. Nods rippled, Mia's proud squeeze grounding me. Post-meeting, as we packed, the door swung open. Ethan, breathless, jacket askew. Missed the start. Traffic. Lies, school was blocks away. Eyes found mine, apologetic. Tyler waved him in for stragglers chat, and he perched on the edge, listening wide-eyed to tales of microaggressions, family rejections. When a kid shared getting outed online, Ethan's jaw tightened, fist clenching. That's bullshit, he muttered, fierce. The room hushed, then murmured agreement. After, walking to cars, he fell in step. Heavy stuff. Respect. Rain misted, halos on street lamps. You shared. Brave. Not really. Echo of his words from the mixer. Just true. He stopped under a awning, face earnest. Can I ask? How long? Knowing, I mean. I swallowed, heart exposed. 2 years. Figured it out sophomore year, after. Stuff. Vague, safe. You? A beat, too long. Working on it. His hand lifted, hovered near my shoulder, then dropped. Alex, horn blared, Mia's car idling. Saved by interruption. He backed away. Text me. All week, that working on it echoed, a half-promise. Friday's pizza redo loomed, but Lila crashed it. Group hang, she texted the team chat, innocence included. Geno's overflowed. Jake dominating quarters, sophomores giggling. Lila glued to Ethan's side. Her laugh a peal of possession. I nursed a soda in the corner, Mia's foot hooking mine under the table, solidarity. Ethan shot me glances, trapped, his smile strained. Midway, Lila announced, truth or dare? Ethan's first. Dares flew. Jake chugging soda. A girl confessing a crush. Ethan's turn, truth. Biggest fear, she purred. He hesitated, eyes flicking to me. Losing who I am. To please everyone else. The table stilled, weight landing. Lila blinked, then pivoted to Jake, but the air shifted, cracks showing. Game fizzled, group thinning. Ethan cornered me by the door. Sorry, she invited last minute. Frustration etched his face. It's fine. Lie bitter. Fun watching you play hero. Alex, hurt flashed. It's not like that. Then what? Words tumbled, reckless. The touches, the texts, mixed signals much? He paled, glancing at stragglers. Not here. Please. Voice cracked, pleading. Mia appeared, keys jangling. Ride. I nodded, storming out into drizzle. In the car, tears hot. Idiot, I muttered. Nah, she said. Honest. That's step one. Home, phone silent. I sketched furiously, Ethan in fragments, grinning, vulnerable, shadowed by expectations. Dawn brought a knock. Ethan on the porch, hood up, eyes red-rimmed. Can we talk? For real. Dad was at work, house empty. I led him to the kitchen, coffee brewing like truce. He paced, words halting. I like you, Alex. A lot. More than friends. But it's complicated. Dad's old school, church every Sunday. Mom's fragile since the divorce. And Jake, they're my world, but they'd freak. I leaned on the counter, ache softening to empathy. I get it. My mom's got a new family. Dad barely notices. Hiding's easy till it's not. He stepped closer, tentative. That storm? Grabbing you. It wasn't just reflex. Wanted to hold on. Still do. His hand found mine. Warm, sure. Time suspended. Then he leaned in. Soft, questioning kiss, tasting of rain and relief. We broke apart, breathless. Whoa, I whispered. Yeah. Grin shy? Worth the wait. Definitely. Laughter bubbled, tension uncoiling. He stayed an hour, curled on the couch watching dumb videos, heads touching. When he left, promising slow but real, hope bloomed, fragile as first light. But Monday shattered it. Hallway frenzy. Phones out. Whispers venomous. A photo circulated, grainy shot from the mixer balcony. Ethan pinning that heart button, my hand near his. Caption, Hayes goes rainbow. Coming out or clowning, Jake's doing. Anonymous post in the school Snapchat group. By lunch, stairs burned. Lila's glare could curdle milk. Ethan found me in the bathroom, slamming a stall. It's bullshit. I'll fix it. How? Panic clawed. Everyone knows now. Not knows. Assumes. But fear edged his voice, rejection's shadow. We can deny. Say it's a joke. Deny us. Heart fractured. Or own it and lose everything. He deflated. I don't know. God, Alex, I'm sorry. Mia pulled me to the roof for lunch. Secret spot. Chain link and concrete. Breathe. GSA's got your back. Tyler texted support. Then, meeting after school. All in. The room filled. Allies outraged. Queer kids sharing war stories. Ethan arrived last, resolute. It's true, he announced, voice steady. I'm bi. Alex is. Important. Deal with it. Gasps, then cheers. Hugs enveloped us. But outside, storm clouds gathered, literal and not. The fallout hit like aftershocks, ripples through friendships. Family dinners turned interrogations. Ethan's dad called that night. Voice steel over speaker. What is this nonsense online? You're better than rumors. Ethan, on my couch again, phone clutched white-knuckled. Dad, it's not. Son, we raised you right. Church tomorrow. We'll pray on it. Click. Ethan hurled the phone, tears hot. I wrapped arms around him, his body rigid then melting. He'll come around, I murmured, unconvincing. Or he won't. But you've got me. Nods, but doubt lingered. School Tuesday was siege. Jake avoided Ethan in halls. Texts unanswered. Lila spread whispers. He's confused, poor baby. To the cheergirls, who iced me out. Mia rallied defenses. GSA stickers on lockers. Love equals love. Tyler's murals in the bathrooms with affirming quotes. But isolation crept. Lunches solo until Ethan claimed our table, hand brushing mine defiantly. You're crazy, I whispered, thrill and terror mixing. Worth it. His kiss on my temple. Chaste, public, drew gasps, but also smiles from unexpected quarters. The goth kid in bio. The librarian who'd slipped me a book on queer icons once. Homefront cracked too. My dad, shuffling in late from the office, eyed me over takeout. Heard about your friend. That Hayes boy. Neutral tone, but probing. Yeah, we're dating. First time saying it aloud, wings to the words. He paused, fork midway. As long as you're happy, kid. Just be safe. Awkward pat on the shoulder, but it landed. Acceptance, tentative. I texted Mom later, vague update. Her reply, proud of you, Alex. Call soon. Tears pricked, bridges mending, slow. Ethan's mom was softer. Baked goods delivered with a note. Love you always, no matter. But his dad stonewalled. Service is mandatory. sermons on traditional paths, twisting like knives. Ethan confided during our first real date. Park bench at twilight, hot cocoa steaming. Feels like I'm losing him. For us. You're gaining truth. I laced fingers. And me. That's not nothing. We talked hours. His hidden crushes, a summer camp counselor, buried deep. My sketches, pulling one out. A portrait of him mid-stride, eyes alive. He traced lines, odd. This is us. Real. Kisses deep in there, under stars, passionate but pure, emotions cresting without rush. Fireworks in chests, not beds. Walking home, hands swinging, future felt possible. But Wednesday brought ambush. Jake in the parking lot, Ethan cornered by his truck. I hung back, Mia hissing, wait, but words carried. Dude, what the hell? Bye? With Rivera? You're throwing it all away for. What a phase. Not a phase. Ethan's voice broke. It's me, Jake. Been hiding too long. Jake scoffed. Hiding? From what? Being normal. Dad's gonna flip. The team's laughing behind your back. Venom, laced with hurt. We were brothers. Now this. Ethan flinched. Still are? If you can handle it. Jake stormed off, tires squealing. Ethan found me, shattered. Lost him. My fault. No. I pulled him close. His choice. You chose brave. Thursday's track meet was reckoning. Away at Evergreen High, buses rumbling through mist. Coach pulled Ethan aside pre-race. Heard the chatter. Focus on the line, son. Rest sorts itself. Neutral, but eyes kind. The 4x100 relay. Ethan anchor. Me on the sidelines, stopwatch in hand. Crowd mixed. Cheers for us. Jeers from rivals. A pocket of GSA allies waving signs. Run your race. Handoff smooth. Ethan flew. Legs churning. Face fierce. Final stretch. He surged. Baton firm. Crossing first. Team erupted. But Jake hung back. No slap. Post-meet. In the locker room haze. Ethan cornered him. Talk. Jake sighed. Towel snapping half-hearted. Hate this man. But. Congrats on the win. And the. You. Grudging, but thaw. Just don't make it weird. Too late. Ethan grinned, punching shoulder. Ice cracked, not melted, progress. Friday night, bonfire at Tyler's. Queer crew only, esmores and stories under harvest moon. Mia strummed guitar, songs of heartbreak and hope. Tyler sketched caricatures, mine Ethan with devil horns, earning laughs. We shared blankets, Ethan's arm around me, warmth seeping. This, he whispered, is family. But midnight brought Mia's ex. Uninvited, drunk on cheap beer, crashing the gate. Heard Hayes switch teams. Figures, always the show-off. Slurs slithered, ugly. Tyler stood first, voice steel. Leave. Now. But he lunged at Ethan, fist swinging. Chaos, scuffle and dirt. Mia dialing campus security. Tyler's backyard bordered college land. I tackled the guy off Ethan, elbow connecting with jaw. Crack, pain blooming. Sirens wailed distant, ex fleeing into woods. Bruises bloomed, but we huddled, adrenaline fading to shakes. Police came, statements taken. Mia's mom arrived, therapist calm wrapping us in care. Ethan iced my elbow, guilt etching. You got hurt. For me. Worth it. Kiss on forehead, tender. Team, remember? Dawn crept, fire embers glowing. Jake texted Ethan. Heard about the fight. You okay? Brothers still? Door ajar. But as coffee brewed, Ethan's phone rang. Dad. Voice thunder. Fight? With queers? You're done with this nonsense. Grounded. No more friends. Click. Silence crushed. He knows. Ethan whispered, breaking. I held him as sobs racked. Grief for the father slipping away. What now? We fight, I said. For us. November chilled Seattle, leaves carpeting paths like fallen confessions. Ethan's grounding locked him in. Texts our lifeline. Furtive meetups in the park under study guise. School fractured further. Jake thawed unevenly. Lunches awkward with stilted jokes masking unease. Lila's clique amplified rumors. Notes in lockers. Freak show. That Mia, shredded with glee. But allies multiplied. The librarian lent books on queer history. A teacher slipped extra credit for diversity projects. GSA swelled. Meetings electric. Planning a coming-out day, assembly, banners and speakers. Ethan co-led, voice gaining steel. Visibility isn't easy, but it's ours. I sketched posters, his profile inspiring fluid lines. Tyler's murals adorned halls, vibrant defiance. Mia orchestrated, her energy infectious. We're a force, she declared, high-fiving. Home, my dad stepped up. Awkward invites to boyfriend dinners, pasta and questions about Ethan's dreams. Sounds like a good kid, he'd say, pride flickering. Ethan's mom smuggled notes in laundry baskets. He's strong, like you. But Dad? Radio silence, church a chasm. Thanksgiving loomed, family fault lines exposed. I invited Ethan 2 hours, small, just Dad and Mia's clan. He accepted, tentative. But his parents' dinner, mandatory, tense. Text pre-feast, Dad's praying extra. Wish me luck. Hours later, survived. Silent treatment, but ate the turkey. Miss you. Ours was chaos. Mia's brother hiding olives and napkins, Dad carving with dad jokes. Ethan arrived windswept, pie in hand. Laughter flowed, his hand under table squeezing mine, anchor. Thanks, he whispered post-meal, dishes clattering. Feels like home. Post-holiday, school buzzed with assembly prep. Rehearsals in the auditorium. Ethan on mic, sharing, my closet was a cage. Opening it freed me. Applause thundered, but backstage, nerves jangled. What if they boo, he fretted. They won't. I kissed him quick, curtain call looming. Day of, gym packed, Vargas introducing. We unveiled banners, speakers rotating. Ethan's turn, spotlight harsh, but he shone, words weaving pain to power. Silence, then ovation, standing, roaring. Jake clapped loudest, eyes wet. Even Lila nodded, facade cracking. After, hallway high fives, but euphoria crashed. Ethan's dad at the gates, face storm dark. Proud? Parading this sin? Voice boomed, drawing stares. Ethan paled. Dad. Home. Now. Truck doors slammed. Ethan glancing back. Helpless. I texted, call anytime. Hours ticked. Mia paced my room. Midnight buzz, fight. Bad. Sleeping over at Jake's. Love you. Saturday he showed battered. Not physical, but soul-weary. Jake's couch's refuge, bro code bent to shelter. Told him I'm done hiding. He said, choose, family or lifestyle. Tears carved tracks. I chose me. Us. Hug crushed, words failing. Proud, I breathed. Jake texted group, he's family. Deal. Thought complete. Winter break beckoned, escape in plans. Road trip to Portland, Mia driving, Tyler navigating. Queer Youth Center there hosted a winter formal. Dresses optional, identities celebrated. We packed, my sketchpad, Ethan's playlist, hope bundled tight. Road hummed, evergreens blurring. Stops at diners, greasy spoons with rainbow mugs, Tyler's insistence. Songs blasted, joyful anthems. Ethan's hand on my thigh shifting gears. Mia teased, get a tent if you want to steam up the windows. Blushes all around. Portland glittered, rain-slick streets alive. Center buzzed, lights strung, tables groaning with vegan treats. Formal kicked off, dancing to pop remixes, bodies free. Ethan in borrowed blazer, me in button down. We swayed, foreheads touching, world narrowing. This is it, he murmured. Our storms passed. Mid-spin, surprise. His mom, tentative in the doorway, scarf clutched. Heard from Jake. Wanted to. Support. Embrace awkward, but real. Tears, apologies whispered. I love you, baby. All of you. Ethan's sob shook us. Mia fetched tissues. Tyler snapped a photo. Moment sealed. Dance floor called back. Quartet now. Us against doubts. But dawn brought call. Ethan's dad. Voice cracked. Your mother's worried. Come home. We talk. No ultimatums. Bridge extended, shaky. Drive back reflective, snow dusting peaks. Think he'll stay? Mia asked, rear view. Ethan squeezed my hand. Hope so. But even if not, I've got my own family now. Eyes on mine, promise. New Year loomed, resolutions unspoken. Build, not break. But January thawed grudgingly, school resuming. Assembly's glow fading to daily grind. Jake integrated, lunches lively with crude jokes laced gentle. Lila cornered Ethan once, sorry mumbled, truce fragile. Track season warmed, meets markers of growth. First duel. Ethan and I relays, sync perfect. Handoffs seamless, cheers unified. Post-win, coach clapped backs, team stronger for it. Locker room changed. No stares, just nods. But undercurrents stirred. Anonymous email to GSA, your parade's over. Watch your backs. Vague threat, but chill settled. Mia investigated. Tyler hacked traces. Ethically, they swore. Linked to Lila's burner. Confrontation in the cafe. Why? Ethan pressed. She shrugged, defiant. Scared. For you. Thought it. Wake you up. Woke me to this. He gestured us. Hurts not love, Lila. She deflated, apology spilling. I'll confess. Make it right. Redemption arc, tentative. February bloomed Valentine's. Ethan's gift, custom jersey. My anchor, stitched heartfelt. Mine, sketchbook of us, pages turning like seasons. Date at the pier, Ferris wheel creaking, city lights below. Forever, he asked, cotton candy sweet on lips. Storms and all, I vowed. Kiss sealed, wind whispering yes. Spring unfurled tentative. Cherry blossoms dusting Seattle like confetti, track fields greening with promise. The threat email faded to footnote. Lila's confession quelling admin probes. GSA thrived. Chapters sprouting in feeder schools. Ethan and I deepened. Study dates bleeding to stargazing. His head on my chest, heartbeats sinking lullabies. Vulnerabilities shared. His fear of fading into the bi guy. My imposter pangs of not queer enough. Therapy beckoned. Mia connected us to a youth counselor. Sessions tandem. Unpacking layers. Family mended uneven. Ethan's dad attended a PFLAG meeting. Mom's nudge. Words halting but present. Struggling, son. But trying. Dinners thawed. Questions replacing judgments. My mom visited. Brunch laced with stories. Her own 80s closeted youth. Parallels drawn. You're braver, she said, hugging tight. Friends wove tighter. Jake's birthday bash. Bonfire Redux Sands drama. Beers swapped for sodas. Toasts to new normals. Tyler officiated a mock bromance vow. Laughter healing scars. Mia and Tyler's anniversary overlapped. Double celebration. Picnic under oaks. Games and grilling. To chosen kin, Mia raised her cup. Eyes misty. Track peaks neared. Regionals, stakes high. Training intensified. Ethan and I partners. Morning runs at dawn. Breaths fogging. Talks turning dreams. College together, he mused, hill cresting. Art school for you, J school for me. Road trip vibes forever. Deal. Palm slap, but hearts swelled. Futures entwining. Pre-meet jitters peaked. Hotel in Spokane, team bunked. Late night wander. Ethan and I to the lobby vending, sodas clinking toasts. Whatever happens, he said, we win together. Kiss stolen in elevator, doors dinging warning. Race day dawned crisp, stadium thrumming, rivals sharp. 1,600 meter, my event, legs leaden with pressure. Gun crack, pack surges, I settle mid, breaths ragged. Lap 3, doubt creeps. Not enough, but crowd chants Rivera. Mia's voice piercing. Final turn, Ethan's yell. For us. Surge, tape breaking second. Podium bronze, but his hug gold. Relay anchor. Ethan, baton in grip, eyes locking mine across field. Go. Silent roar. He blazed, curve hugging, tape shattering first. Team frenzy, medals clinking. Post-ceremony, Jake bear hug. Knew you had it, man. Full circle. Awards banquet glowed. Speeches lauding grit. Undercurrents of our story woven subtle. Coach's toast. Strength's not solo. It's the hands that pull you through storms. Nods our way, cheers rising. Summer beckoned, plans cascading. Beach trip with the crew, pride in Seattle, floats and flags. Ethan's first march, sign reading, loves my lane. Parades of self, hands clasped amid rainbows. But climax brewed home. Ethan's dad, post-meet, invited us to dinner, whole truth talk. Table tense, roast chicken steaming. Saw you run, he started, voice gruff. Proud. And the rest. It's hard, son. Bible says one thing, hard another. But you're my boy. Always. Tears brimmed. Ethan gripped my hand under table. Thanks, Dad. Means everything. Embrace followed, Mom weeping joyful. Fracture healed, not seamless, but strong. Graduation dawned, caps tossing like confetti, gowns swirling. Valedictorian Mia quipped on running toward truths, winks our way. Diplomas clutched, futures beckoning. Joint apps accepted. University of Washington, dorms adjacent, majors meshing. Post-party, rooftop with stars. Crew sprawled, beers non-alcoholic, stories looping. To storms, Tyler toasted. And the anchors. Ethan pulled me aside, city humming below. That first race. Thought I was chasing a win. Was chasing you. Kiss deep, world fading. Years blur in memory, but that hook endures. The thunder, the hand, the hold. Love's not linear, laced with misunderstandings, prejudices weathered. But in the clearing, friendships forged, selves claimed, we run, not from, but toward. Together, always. Epilogue whisper, a decade on, wedding under evergreens, vows exchanged, rings glinting. Mia best woman, Tyler officiant, Jake groomsman ribbing. Dad's toast, to the boy who stayed. And in the dance, Ethan's breath on my neck, still my anchor. Storms pass, love endures.